What's up, everybody? This is Jimmy Rex, and on today's Daily Motivation, I want to tell you a little story. It's kind of a metaphor story that talks about how to get out of a bad situation. Too often in life, we get into these situations and we think that we're stuck. We think there's no way out of it, right? And there's a story I heard once. I just love this story, but a couple hundred years ago, there was this business owner, and he owed a lot of money to this loan shark. And this particular loan shark wasn't a very attractive man. He was older, very ugly, very mean man that, was very cunning, just not very nice person. And they struck up a deal with this business owner so he wouldn't have to go to prison to get rid of his debt. But the loan shark in return wanted to marry his daughter. And he said, look, I'm not just going to give you my daughter, but I'll give you an opportunity to win her over. And he said, what we'll do is we'll put two rocks into a bag, and one of them will be white and one of them will be black. And he says, we'll then pick one of the rocks out of the bag. And if the rock that gets pulled out of the bag is white, then my daughter doesn't have to marry you, but you forgive the debt. If the rock is black that she picks out of the bag, then the debt is also forgiven, but you get to marry her. And the loan shark says, I agree. Well, the loan shark goes to grab the two rocks, and the daughter notices that he grabs two black rocks. So in that moment, she's in a really bad spot because whatever rock she pulls out is going to be black. She's going to have to marry this loan shark that she doesn't want to end up with. And so she's sitting there, and most people, again, she could have either, caused a problem, exposed the guy, but then, her father's debt wouldn't be gotten rid of. She could have just gone along with it, but then she'd be married to this guy, or she could just kind of try to figure out something else. And so what she ends up doing is she says, okay, well, I'll pick a rock out, and she pulls one out and she immediately drops it into this, into the ground with all the other rocks. And she says, oh my gosh, I'm so clumsy, I dropped the rock. And she says, well, it's super easy to tell if the rock I grabbed was black or white, because whatever rock is left, mine would have been the opposite. And so they look in the bag, and it's the black rock, because they were both black rocks. And so she says, oh, obviously the rock I had was white then. And the loan shark didn't want to be seen as a cheater in that moment, so he had to go along with it. And so she won, and she got out of the bad situation. And I just tell that story. It's just a fun little story. I thought it was so clever. I love when people come up with ideas to get out of, think outside the box and think, whenever we feel stuck, anytime you feel like there's no way out, there's no solutions, there's always something you can do to get out of the situation or to better your situation. And so I just want to share that story as a reminder as you go throughout your day. If you ever feel stuck or if you feel like you can't get out of something, think outside the box a little bit more. Think what, maybe what nobody else is seeing that will actually free you from that situation, and have a great day.